What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. So this is a little bit of a different area as you guys can tell. Also the audio might sound a little different, but man, I had to make this video, dude. RIP to the iPhone 7 and the iPhone 7 Plus, man. If you guys don't know, with the iPhone 11 announcement, Apple actually discontinued the sale of these two iPhones as well as the XS and XS Max, but I'll get into those in a different video. And these have been continuously sold in the Apple Store since 2016. So they've been in there for a minute, and dude, a ton of people use these phones, a ton of people own these phones, and I think the one thing people remember about that specific keynote, besides the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus, my bad, I had to switch batteries, but the one thing people remember the most about these specific phones is actually the removal of the headphone jack. So these were the first iPhones to actually remove that specific port, and by doing that, they released AirPods, which was a killer success. People are still using them. I use the first gen AirPods still. So this by far was one of the most controversial iPhones ever. And a lot of people gave it a lot of flack too. They were like, oh man, they barely changed anything. They look like the same as the previous ones, whatever. But like, what more could you expect, you know? Now, the iPhone 7 I feel like it's a little bit rocky. I have a rocky relationship with it. If you guys follow the channel, you guys already know how I feel about it. But the iPhone 7 Plus though is one of those iPhones that I love to death. And the main reason was because I used this as a main phone. I used it for like 6 months, 5-6 months. And it was like an awesome experience. I had nothing but like rave reviews about it. I literally love this phone to death, and I love how that little sunlight beam is just coming down, making that like reflection. But literally my whole entire time using it, I never had really made any issues with it. Like with my iPhone 10 and all these other phones, like I have issues all the time, like with basically every iPhone that I use. But my 7 Plus, when I was using it as a main phone on iOS 11, like iOS 11 was super laggy. There's so many bugs, but I never really experienced crazy problems with my 7 Plus. A lot with my 6S Plus and a lot with my 10. But with this one, I rarely ever really ran into problems, which I loved. Now I make videos all the time talking about these specific iPhones, both the 7 Plus and the iPhone 7. And I still think for the money, they're very good values. They're capable phones. If you want to see like full reviews, I'll drop a link in the description where you can watch like my full reviews about them. But I kind of already expected them to, stop selling these. It makes total sense. Their lineup is a little bit more streamlined now, but I think their pricing thing is really weird, and they really messed up the 10R users in my opinion. But I'll talk about that in a different video, probably in like a day or two. But overall, what I can tell you is, man, the 7, the 7 Plus, all these iPhones, they're solid devices still. Just because Apple's not selling them or whatever, doesn't mean they're not good devices. If you own a 7, if you own a 7 Plus, and you don't have a reason to upgrade or something, bro, I'm telling you, keep it. Like, there's no reason to upgrade at all. If I didn't have this channel, if I didn't have videos I had to make or whatever, I would still be using a 7 Plus, dude. Like, you still get that dual camera setup on the 7 Plus that Apple is still, kind of putting on even the iPhone 11. So you still have a lot of the capabilities. I'm not going to lie and say they're exactly the same. No, they're not. This iPhone 11's camera is better. Even the iPhone XR's camera is better than this. But you still have a lot of cool little features with this specific phone. And I'm going to be honest, the iPhone 11 event kind of was underwhelming in my opinion. I think the iPhone 11 is a good device, but I feel like they could have done more. And of course, when I get the iPhone 11, I'm going to be comparing them all side by side. But bro, to end this video off, mad respect for these two phones. I love these phones to death. I wish nothing but many more years of iOS updates on them. Like I said, if you have it, keep it. There's no reason to upgrade in my opinion. And if you need to upgrade, go pick up like an iPhone 10 or a used one, or like a used iPhone 10 or even a XS or XS Max. There's no point in spending like $1,000 on the iPhone 10, 11 Pro, whatever it is, But I feel like these phones are still super capable if you get them in good condition and all that. But that's pretty much it. Mad respect to these two phones. I love these phones a lot. The 7 Plus probably a little bit more, but nonetheless, if you have these, I love you too. If you have any other questions though, leave them down in the comment section below. Hit that like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys could hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel. All those links are linked down below. I'd really appreciate it if you guys could check it out. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. And hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.